Next up, at UFC 280, we have Armen Petrosyan taking on AJ Dobson. Armen Petrosyan 6-2 overall, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off that grappling heavy loss to Caio Baralho. You're going to hear his name a lot. He fought everybody at 185 on this card. He fought
literally
and beat.
Literally.
AJ Dobson
looked great doing it too.
Yeah. AJ Dobson's 6-1 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, and he's coming off the grappling heavy loss to Jacob Malkoun. So 2 guys coming off grappling losses. It should be an interesting fight. I like Armen in this fight. He's a 2-1 favorite, and frankly, if you only watched his 2 UFC wins, I get it. Like, the dude looks good in his wins. He plants his feet. He lets his hands go. He is an animal as a striker, and he's got a really good get-up game, really good scrambling. But that last fight's a little worrisome. Like, Caio Baralho just dominated him with the minutes, just takedown control, no big deal whatsoever. And we hadn't really seen that happen to Armen before. AJ Dobson's not really a grappler, but he can grapple. What's his takedown average? Almost 1 per fight, so he can grapple. If you just saw Armen's... What?
I mean, that AJ stat is based on 1 takedown in the Contender Series, and that takedown was like... They were both falling to the ground, and he ended up on top. It wasn't like a wrestling... And that was my biggest question mark going to this fight. Can AJ Dobson wrestle? Because I have no idea if he can wrestle.
There's some regional fights where he's had some actual takedowns.
Like actual takedowns. Okay,
yes.
I didn't get that deep. I just know the takedown that I saw, and I've seen the submission wins as well, but the takedown I saw was like, okay, that's not really a takedown. Can he actually... And Armen, to his credit, he doesn't have bad takedown defense. I mean, and once he's on the ground, he's hard to submit, right? He knows what he's doing. He just can't get back to his feet. But his takedown defense, I don't think looks like terrible. And it's got to be something he's going to be working on constantly, I would think, because he knows how to strike.
His takedown defense is just okay. It's really his get-up game is phenomenal. He will scramble and stand up on anybody that isn't Caio Baralho for the most part. Like, he really works his way up, and then he makes you pay. He'll start blasting away, and he's almost what I like about him is he accepts I'm probably going to be taken down here. So I'm just going to let my hands go. I'll probably be taken down. I'll work my way back up. He's not afraid to throw.
I think AJ's going to I literally think that this is going to be a striking match. I see this differently. I just see that AJ, the way I've seen him strike, I think he's going to have success early, and he's just going to stick with the striking. I think he's going to pay for it later because he does have really quick, nice hands, those tight little combinations he throws, but a little flat-footed for me against a guy like Armen. But I think he stands with him. Obviously, he should wrestle, but I think it's a striking match. And I hope it is because I have Armen.
Who do you think
I hope
wins?
It is. Well, I have Armen because I think
okay.
I think I'm more confident in most people because I think it's a striking match and Armen should dominate. But if all of a sudden he's getting taken down, now it's it's the red flag.
Yeah. I mean, so we're both on the Armen side here, but this is one of my least confident favorites. Actually, so somebody asked earlier who's the parlay buster. It might be Armen Petrosyan. This is absolutely a fight where a 2-1 favorite could. This and Nikita Krylov are my least confident 2-1 favorites.
I love Nikita.
We'll break down that fight,
but
when we get there.
Yeah, I don't know if people are that high on. Or I don't think I even have any action. I think it's the only fight I don't have action on, just because I don't know. You're right. There is a little bit of an unknown, so you don't really know. I guess if you don't know where to put your money, you don't know where the fight's gonna go. So that's probably a good prediction. Excellent job, Angelo. Excellent.
See,
job.
Thank you so much.
You're doing really well. You're hanging in there.
I'm starting to put it together. I'm just so thankful you allow me to be on your show. I really,
those practice sessions every Sunday night are paying off. I mean, 3-4 hours we sit here and we go over the script over and
dry
over
runs.
and over.
Yeah,
dry rubs.
Runs.
Oh, I was going to say that's usually Saturday night. That's usually Saturday night, not Sunday night.
Okay, so dry handy for Jacob. $9,100 in DraftKings. Probably that's a tricky one because he can win by stoppage. Armen can do that. That's what Armen does. But he's not a guy I'm spending $9,100 on. I'm not going to do it. Not on this card, which such heavy grapplers, and grapplers always score really well in DraftKings.
Yeah, that's a great point. Is about grapplers, and there's even underdogs that are grapplers as well. You might see more Armen in more people's lineups now that the Magomed fight dropped. I mean, people are going to be looking for those finished guys. So
stoppage guy.
This could be So, but no, he's not my lineup.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, I do think there is a stoppage here. AJ Dobson can throw some heat. Armen Petrosyan is a solid striker. Hold on. You're going to wait. You're going to put that down and you're going to wait.
Will you forget that I have my hand up? Because sometimes teachers do that.
I won't forget. So I like both of these guys for Monkey Knife Fight Knockout Kings because I think one of them could put the other one out. The reason I don't like Armen at $9,100 is because I think he can get put out, right? Like, for DraftKings, I mean, AJ Dobson throws heat, and he's fast, and he's athletic, and he mixes in his power and his speed. Jesus Christ. Yes.
You forgot. Well, I was going to say.
I was literally still talking.
Well, I was going to say to that point, you were starting to beat me to my point, and I panicked a little bit.
Oh, that's I was going
to tell you that AJ Dobson's in my DraftKings lineup because I think if he gets the wrestling and he's got fast hands too, I think $7,100. He's one of those rare live dogs. There's only a few of them on this card, honestly.
There's not many.
Yeah, he's one of those rare ones, and it's a decent value. So he's in my DraftKings lineup. Before you could say he's good value,
I think he's solid value. You need a couple underdogs in a DraftKings lineup, and like I said, I think Monkey Knife Fight Knockout Kings, either one of these guys, honestly, you can do both. So if you don't know what that is, go to weonpicks.com/MKF. You can pick any 3 fighters on the entire card, including 2 fighters that are fighting each other. Any 3 you can pick. And if one of them wins by knockout or TKO, you get 25% net profit. It's essentially free money. We hit it last week. I think I actually missed the week before. We hit like 20 in a row. Like it's essentially free money. Because you can, any 3 fighters, including 2, that are fighting each other. So I wouldn't mind throwing both these guys in here. The Monkey Knife Fight strike line, 72-61. I think it's a less. I really do. Like, they could just swing at each other and go at it for 3 full rounds. But I think it's a less. I think they'll start to slow down after the first if there's not a stoppage. And ultimately, I think there's a stoppage. What do you think?
Yeah, God bless you for it.
Okay. Thank you so much. You're real quality stuff from you today.
Well, we got all these donations. I got really distracted.
Oh, I didn't see those yet. I'm still here. So somebody said, I want to see Sean V and Swivy. Sean V's been banned, by the way. So he's been booted.
Buddy.
The guy is just such a freaking nightmare. We kicked his ass out of here. He's gone. Super chat from Luis Rodriguez. Dariush by stoppage. Lock of the week. Great content as always. So thank you very much. Genuinely appreciated, Luis.
Luis is always in here. Luis is always dominating.
It might just be Lewis. It might just be Lewis. We're just like, ethnicking it up. But I think it's Luis. Thank you very much. Genuinely appreciate it. And the $20 super chat from Pepe Silva. How much does it cost a week to be a premium member?
Wow, look at that. He's doing it for you, doing the work for you.
I appreciate you so much. So Pepe Silva, this $20 that you just sent, 8 weeks of premium member. 8 weeks of premium membership. And you know why? Because it's only $2.50 a week. I should figure out the math for me.
That was quick.
Do the daily math. It's less than $1 a day, Jacob.
Less than a cup of coffee a day.
It's 30. Is it 33 cents a day? 10 divided by 30.
That's cheaper than doing some laundry.
33 cents a day. My goodness. You can't even go to the arcade and play Tetris twice a day.
What can you do with 33 cents?
Nothing.
I bought a cigarette off a bum
you can get some
one time for
successful
33
bets
cents.
at weonpicks.com. What?
I said
you bought some Lucy's?
No, I bought a cigarette off a bum one time for 33 cents.